The Jordan line have been dropping Jordan 1 mids all over the place for the last 12 months. There have been some absolutely popping colorways. My all-time favorite out of all of them that have dropped was the clots that dropped just a couple of months ago, which had that option where you could take off the upper and reveal the gold upper below, which I thought was an absolutely cracking sneaker. But there have been other mids as well, things like those starfish oranges, which everybody knows was just another shattered backboard, but this time in the mid variant. And this time, here we are, we've got another sneaker coming. Is it going to continue the run of absolute home runs for the Jordan line? Because what we're looking at today is a very unusual and a very unique sneaker, and I don't know if it's going to keep this trajectory going of success for the Jordan 1 mids, or if this is the turning point when the line comes down a little bit, because today's sneaker is right out there and it's right on the fringes, and what we're looking at is the Nike Air Jordan 1 mid disco ball. This is a Tokyo Bara 23 sneaker channel, Tokyo Bara 23 sneaker channel. Des Mainichi, Absurdo de Mainichi Media Design. Every single day I bring you sneaker content from Tokyo, Japan about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news and sneaker reviews. And today we're looking at that Nike Air Jordan 1 mid disco ball. And it's an absolutely cracking sneaker. When I'm researching the videos, researching the sneakers for my videos, daily drops every single day. When I'm researching these videos, I'm always, there's a couple of things going on. Sometimes it's like, I have to review that. That's something that everybody's going to want to know about. Got to review that Yeezy or whatever. Sometimes it's a sneaker where it's like, I'm not sure about that, and then you dig into it and it's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. I definitely want to talk about that. And then this kind of sneaker, it's like, whoa, that thing right there is insane. I literally wrote in my notes, that thing is insane. I don't have a choice. I definitely have to look at that and look at it in deeper depth. It turns out, I'm glad I did, because I think there's actually a design flaw in these guys. So stick around to find out much more about these sneakers, all the details on there, and that potential design flaw on these guys. But before all of that, this is a YouTube channel, and YouTube channels need subscribers. So please do subscribe to the channel if you're new here. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. And don't forget the like button down below. That helps tremendously if you can get that like button clicked down below. And as I am here in Tokyo, Japan, I do say at the start of every single one of my videos, Toroku yoroshiku onegaishimasu. No ine mo clickすると助かるので、その2点をよろしくお願いします。So without further ado, let's get into these guys and have a look at all the different detailing on them. Straight off the back, look at it. Obviously, look at this thing. It's insane. And you're just like, okay, where do I start? The first place I start, for me, is with the colorway. Usually, a Jordan 1 mid or high or low comes in 3 colors. If you think of, say, court purple, purple, white, black, or the shattered backboards, orange, white, and black. Usually there's 3 different colors on it. Sometimes there's only 2 colors going on. Like if you think of the more recent shattered backboards 3.0s, which was just orange and black. But then every so often they drop the rare one where it's just a single colorway. I'm going to say it's a single colorway because there's not a stitch on that upper that isn't reflective silver. It's insanely covered in that reflective silver. So there's no offsetting, there's no contrasting in colors. If you look in on that toe box there, you can see that the toe box is full on just the silver paneling, and it's just like a disco ball with those square silver paneling all the way throughout that toe box on there. So usually what you'd see on an Air Jordan 1, any of them, high, mid, lows, the panel and then the toe box around it would be different colors. But as you can see here, they're the same color, the same design, same material. It's all that square paneling and that silver disco ball effect that's going on there. As we sweep back across the rest of the sneaker and you get to the quarter line, again, that's somewhere where you'd often see a change up in the color, but here we're not seeing it. We're staying with that square silver paneling that comes all the way through. And hopefully what's happening behind me here is that the image is panning across and we've got to the swoosh. And if we stop at the swoosh there, you can see that is the one point on the sneaker where it isn't the square silver paneling. They've kept the silver paneling, but but it's a solid silver. I don't know how easy it is to see behind me here, but it's a solid silver. So instead of being sort of chopped up into those squares and the different sections of you've got in the other parts of the sneaker, it's a solid silver swoosh on there, but it works for me, and it helps the swoosh to sort of at least stand away from the rest of the upper. I think if it had been in that same square paneling design as the rest of the sneaker, it would have been very difficult to distinguish the swoosh from the upper. So going with that solid silver swoosh on there, I think is actually a win and a good decision for the guys who designed this bad boy. But then if we keep moving, I don't know which way we're moving, left or right, towards the heel section of the sneaker, and that square silver paneling all the way through, and then you come up towards the ankle, and you'd think all that you've got in there is the square silver paneling again. But if we zoom in and have a closer look, you can see that there is a sort of hint to the Wings logo on there. I'm kind of happy with this Wings logo. Sometimes they go with something really unique in the Wings logo, and they could have gone with something totally opposite of the upper. For example, a blacked out metal swoosh would have been one option they could have gone with here, but I kind of like this kind of subtle hidden design swoosh that's that complements the upper rather than contrasts it and stands against it. So for me, I do like that Wings logo on there. It's pretty close to the tongue, so if we flip around to the tongue and have a look at the tongue there, you can see that on the tongue you've got that silver Nike Air branding on a silver tongue again, which continues that motif of silver on silver throughout the entire sneaker. It's literally a disco ball. It's unbelievable. I have no idea what kind of reaction this would have if you shone lights on it. Disco balls, usually what they do is they shine 4 or 5 lights on from different angles, and that creates the 360-degree effect. I wouldn't be surprised if these things reacted in the same way, and literally did sort of sparkle and shine off in the same way that a disco ball would do. Personally, I'm not going to rock these guys. I don't think there is any chance of me pulling these guys off. I'm maybe we could sort of say, well, you know what, silver, let's go for that, silver on the feet, silver on top, but no, these guys are just not for me. But I did say at the top of the video that there's a design flaw that I'm concerned about. A potential design flaw. Let's be clear about it. A potential design flaw, not a guaranteed design flaw. But if I zoom in somewhere, I don't know where it'll be, but I would guess it would maybe be somewhere around about the mid section of the sneaker. And if we zoom in on that silver material, I'm kind of worried about whether or not it's going to flake away or not. It does look like, even in these pictures here, which are the official pictures from Nike, even if in these official pictures here, you can see that the silver is creasing a little bit and starting to kind of crimp, for want of a better word. And it reminds me of a totally different sneaker, which was the Air Max 90 On Air Tokyos. Hopefully I put a link to that right here. The On Air Tokyos, and they very quickly creased and cracked in their upper, especially where the foot kind of, the toe and the foot bends, and that bend point creased and cracked quite badly. I'm kind of expecting these guys to do the same thing. I don't expect them to last very well, to be honest. I don't know what kind of flaking might go on, if the upper itself will flake away or if it will just crack and crease. But it doesn't look like it's going to be very substantial. It doesn't look like it's going to hold up to the test of time very well. Now, I might be wrong with that. I might be wrong. They might last perfectly well and people are fine with them. Or people will wear them so rarely, just a one-off 70s disco night or something like that, that people won't actually, wear them long enough to wear and tear them and to crease up that upper there. I'm guessing that not many people are going to be digging into their pockets for these. Maybe they'll appear somewhere in some, a nightclub or something like that, but they're just so far out there, and I just had to review them. When I saw them, I was just like, my God, what an incredible looking sneaker. I've talked about it before in the past on the channel. The first time I did it was with the Batman Converses, and then I think, did I do it with the Adidas Pikachus the other week? But then I can say the same thing today again as well. And the sneakers like these, I think, they sit on the shelves and people pick them up and we're like, wow, what is that? That's amazing. And then they put it back on the shelf. It's the kind of thing that people like to look at, but I don't think they dig into their pockets to buy these things. Again, I might be wrong, and if I am wrong in these things, hit me up with a comment down below and let me know what your opinions are of these guys. Maybe you're thinking about rocking these all year long, 20 2020, these are going to be my all year long sneakers. So it'd be funny to see if these guys have a general release or if people out there do really dig into them and go ahead and buy them. But for me, it's a very big no. I think they're cool. I like them. I like looking at them. I think they're interesting, but I'm not going to be rocking them anytime soon. There are other Air Jordan 1 mids, like I said, like those clots earlier that I would much prefer to get my hands on other than these guys. For now though, that's enough for that. This is a channel that's promoting and trying to ensure the continuation of something called the butter movement. If you don't know what the butter movement is, here's a playlist right here to that, which contains one of the rarest sneaker collections in the world. And from that rare sneaker collection, every Sunday we get sneakers in hand of one pair of the rarest sneakers in the world. And what I do is all week leading up to that Sunday video is I drop some hints on the channel and you guys try and work out which sneaker it is that's going to come on Sunday. And this week, this is hint number 1. We always do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 5 hints leading into that Sunday video. And today is Tuesday, so today is the first hint. And the hint is quack, quack. So that's the hint number 1 for this week. If you think you can work out from the hint, quack, quack, what rare sneaker is coming to the channel on Sunday, hit me up with a comment down below. For now though, it's time for me to sign off and thank you guys for checking out my content. I do appreciate the watch time, I do appreciate the likes, I do appreciate the comments, I do appreciate the subscribes, all of those things. Thank you very much for checking out the content, and as I do this every single day, that means that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.